But yeah, we are starting off with Dean. I'm very excited. I have only listened to, I think, like 2 songs from Dean, maybe one. I know we listened to Instagram, and I thought that was phenomenal. So I'm very excited to delve into Dean. And then, as I mentioned before, we will talk about Woods after that. But the first one from Dean is "I'm Not Sorry." And this is featuring Eric Bellinger. So let's check it out. Unless I have it wrong, then let me know. Hopefully I don't. We'll find out.
I live my life like this. Tell me how could I miss giving you everything you deserve? You know I've been on the most while you be back at home. I promise, baby, it could be worse. I'm out here getting my money.
Oh, not that bed squeaking sound.
Telling my shopper hurry up and wait. People like, gonna hit that road. You and your solo, I'm taking photos to post. I know you feel crazy now. I'm sorry.
Ooh.
I'm not sorry. I'm just getting started in my life so party. So I'm turning up. Said I'm turning up.
Girl, I forgot about missing you. Said I forgot about missing you. I've been too busy out getting my yiper. I ain't got time to be thinking about you. I've been on your mind. True. 20 racks on my wrist, still I ain't got time for you. Homegirls looking at me like, what's up, what's good, where you at right now? How long will you be on my side of town? Chilling in East Taiwan, take a look at my passport now. I've been getting that money. I ain't trying to hurt you, but I gotta keep it 100. The whole world know me now.
Girl, I ain't thinking about you. No, I ain't thinking about you. Girl, I ain't fronting. I'm really starting, just speaking the truth.
Girl, you be lying if you said you don't see me now. Watch me gone and act a fool. Hear me when I say I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. I'm just getting started in my life so party. So I'm turning up. Said I'm turning up. Ooh, I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. I'm just getting started in my life so party. So I'm turning up. You know, turning up. Turn it up. Too busy turning up. Turn it up.
Oh.
Turn it up. And I'm not sorry, baby.
I'm not sorry, babe.
I'm not sorry, baby.
I'm not sorry, baby.
I'm not sorry, baby.
All right. This was "I'm Not Sorry" by Dean featuring Eric Bellinger. Very nice. Wow, what a what a song to start off with, at least for Dean. Um this is incredible. Like I said, I think the only Dean song that I had listened to was Instagram, and I really love that song. But man, Dean can fucking sing. I'll tell you what, like he's got really really like smooth vocals. I obviously know he's you know, I know he falls into that like K R&B sort of catalog, which is great. I, as many of y'all know, I am a huge K R&B fan. And I feel like this is well up my alley in terms of music I already enjoyed. But I also got to give a shout out to Eric Bellinger. He sounded also incredible, and he was doing some like rapping, he was doing singing. They like were doing insane fucking harmonies together. And I think it was a great collab addition to the song. I think it felt very reciprocated. As I mentioned before with the Anderson .Paak song with G Dragon, like that felt so collaborative, and this felt very collaborative as well. Like they were playing off their strengths, and I think it really produced something fantastic. This song is like over not probably like 9 years old right now. It looks like roughly, and it still sounds incredible. I genuinely feel like the song could have came out yesterday, and I would have still been as stoked as I was listening to it just now. So thought this was awesome. I think the instrumentation was really fun. I still can't get over that like that like bed squeaking sound. I don't know why. To me, it's just so funny. Obviously, I feel like it doesn't really lessen my love of this song, certainly. But I know there have been some other songs that have been a little less than savory for me on that front. But I was gonna say the NCT drama for sure. But overall, I felt like this one was insanely good to start off with, and like to me, I feel like they both knocked it out of the park. So this was a vibe setter for sure. So definitely love it. Cal, thanks for hanging. We swapped. So I was originally going to do Woods first and then Dean, but I saw someone in chat wanted us to wait to do Woods, so we'll be circling back. So but yeah, oh my god, this was awesome. Jess is way too busy having a karaoke session in my room to comment, but this one still hits. Agreed. And it says still mad that one clip of him in the studio didn't make it in. Ooh, interesting. He must have had some insane riffs. So we'd love to see it. And then Dang says, let 2025 be the year Dean also comes back. That would be fantastic. I would be covering that for sure. But we're gonna keep it rolling. We have put my hands on you, and I think this is also a feature by Anderson .Paak as well. So let's get into it.
I should be patient but can hardly wait. Something I wanted since the first day. We should go on with what we're thinking about. How could I know? And she said if you like this, it's yours, it's yours. And I don't even gotta think about it, I don't even gotta talk about it. And she said do what you wish, it's yours, it's yours. Oh, look here, baby. I just wanna put my hands on you. I just wanna put my hands on you, on you. Oh, and we're fading. I just wanna put my hands on you. I just wanna put my hands on you, on you. I know you say you really like it. You never been here before. No, I think we could be onto something. It feels so good to hold. You tell me if it's too much. No, maybe we should take it slow. I think we could be onto something when you told me, she said if you like this, it's yours, it's yours. And I don't even gotta think about it, I don't even gotta talk about it. And she said do what you wish, it's yours, it's yours. And I don't even gotta think about it, I don't even gotta talk about it. Ooh, look here, baby. I just wanna put my hands on you. I just wanna put my hands on you, on you. Ooh, and we're faded. I just wanna put my hands on you. I just wanna put my hands on you, on you. Hey, she don't even try, but I believe she knows. Tell me just how far can I go? She don't need to try, she don't have to act the part. I love your body. Face in the pillow, ass where the wind blows. Every time we
This MV is wild.
Body like a city, I got keys in the zip code. We don't even speak much, all we do is drink up. Shasa the Shamisu, blue dream, she fuck. Shaggy, I eat it, Bali, Kaja. All this love, I hope it don't hurt you. All this work, I hope it's it's all worth it. Perfect in an imperfect way. Jerking, tugging on my shirt like, hey, I know you wanna get a taste. And she said, if you like this, it's yours, it's yours. I don't even gotta think about it, and I don't even gotta talk about it. And she said, do what you wish, it's yours, it's yours. I don't even gotta think about it, I don't even gotta talk about it. Oh, look here, baby, I just wanna put my hands on you. I just wanna put my hands on you, on you. Ooh, when we're faded. I just wanna put my hands on you. I just wanna put my hands on you, on you.
Wow, that was so abrupt. All right, I was feeling out that ending, but this was Dean put my hands on you featuring Anderson Paak. If you're joining us for the K-pop soloist tonight. Wow. Again, I've been heavily sleeping on I was heavily sleeping on some Dean. I'll tell you what. I mean, obviously I know some of y'all have been asking me to do Dean for a little bit, so it's probably my fault, but hey, it is what it is, you know. We're doing it now. But man, this was so much fun. I think the instrumentation was super like riffy and groovy. I think the way that they like did those filtered synths was so much fun, really interesting, and I like how they kind of matched up with like that hi hat like trill a little bit. I thought that was really interesting, and a unique production style. So I thought that in and of itself was really cool. I also really appreciate Dean's vocals. He's got such a like warmth to his like tone that I hope that I'll be able to again just get a little bit more of as we continue on through his discography. He like his tone is so strong. I really think again that's probably why he's in that K R&B sphere of music. It would make sense. He's definitely got the chops for it, certainly. But yeah, this feels very like very vibey. Like I feel like this would just go well in like a almost like a little bit of a like nightclub, like low key like nightclub or like a little bit of a jazz sort of feel to it. So really thought that was great. I thought Anderson also was a fantastic feature. They feel like again very similarly to a lot of the other collabs that we've heard tonight, like the synergistic nature between like these different soloists and like their feature I think is so incredible. I think it just again speaks to how well some it speaks to how well if you know you get a good collaborative effort between two artists, you can really tell. Like I feel like there's songs where you know it's phoned in a little bit and you're just like, damn, I really wish they kind of did it. And again, might be time constraints, it might be whatever, but this seems like it was truly like we are going to sit down, we're going to try to find something that works out for both of us, and we're going to rock it, you know? And so I think this was a great representation of both their artistry. So, and I love Anderson Paak. I've been a fan since his stuff when he was doing it with Dumbfounded many years ago. So I've been kind of following his journey as I've gone along. But he's credible artist, credible talent. So wanted to give him some love, but also Dean. Getting into early Dean has been fantastic. Dang says I used to listen to this on repeat. I don't know what's stopping you from listening to on repeat now, but hey, you do you. His says early Dean just couldn't miss. I'm in agreement so far, so I'm very curious if that will tail off, but I highly doubt it. Kala says for once the MV represents how I feel while listening to music. Yeah, I agree as well. It's very like floaty, very airy. It was cool. And then Sarah speaking to my heart, certainly. The animation is giving Source Engine very Team Fortress 2. I was gonna say that's what I got, or like PlayStation 1, like PlayStation 1 graphics, you know. So incredible. This has been we're 2 for 2 for Dean for me, so I'm all on board. But we're gonna keep it moving. This is I Love It featuring Doc 2. So get into it. If I butchered that name, let me know. It's in Spanish now? Wow, that was it, huh? Very interesting. All right, that was Dean's "I Love It" featuring Doc 2. Um, I feel like I'm gonna be speaking for chat potentially, but I feel like this song could have been. You could give me a whole nother minute and a half of this, and I would be so thrilled. Um, this was cool. I appreciate the short but sweet nature of this song. Again, Dean's vocals have um, such a way that he carries his vocals so well. Like I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Like there's just such a clean effortlessness about his vocals that I think are really impressive to me. But just like some of those like ad libs and runs were like just really well orchestrated. I also really like that there was some like cool like harmonized like overdubs in like about halfway through the song. I thought that was really unique, and I like how it had a little bit more of like weirdly enough like a call and response with himself. I thought that was really impressive, and I think that obviously has to do a lot with the production style. But yeah, I thought this was really good. Jazz says needs to be way longer. Kaylee says I think the song is longer, but there is a longer version. The MV is just shortened version for some reason. That's weird. I feel like that's happened a couple times where I'm just like, damn, I wish the song was longer. And chat's been like, yeah, there is a longer version of the song. Like the MV is just short. I am still out of the woods on why like companies decide to do that or individuals do that. It's just like it just seems very odd to me. So I don't know. I think it would have been cool. I think it would have been cool to do that. Jazz says, yeah, but why make the MV so short? I agree. Kala says, yeah, XG did that once with Girl Gang. I was gonna say that does make sense because I do remember watching that. Kaylee says, yeah, 3 minutes and 36 seconds on like that's what I'm saying is like that's we were missing like a half and plus of the song, and we could have had more. So I mean shit beats me, but I'm just gonna be like release the full song, release the full MV and song. I'm just saying. I know we are 9 years late, but listen, I can petition. So full screen point. All right, that's it. I did my best, guys. All right, very cool. University, hello, thanks for hanging. We are. Oh no, Brandon is uppercase pointing again. I was gonna say this is like real shit. You know what I mean? Anyway, we're gonna continue on with Dean. This one is "Pour Up" featuring Zico. Let's go. Let's get into it.
Drink, smoke, drink, smoke, drink, smoke, pull up.
별일 없단 듯이 괜히 좀 더 크게 웃고 멋대로 취해봐도 상관없단 듯이 달리는 차에 소리를 질러봐도 맘은 그대로인지 생각할 틈도 없이 내 마음은 새 클럽을 비집고 감정 따윈 없이 그저 외로움을 피해 낯선 여자와 밖으로 사라진대 오늘 밤도 난 풀어 그녀의 셔츠 풀어 얽매인 끈을 풀어 Girl now I'm looking for love 시간이 지날수록 미안했던 건지 기분 탓이었는지 평소와는 다르게 무작정 널 찾아간
I love those harmonies. Nice.
잊혀지질 않아 낯선 남자와의 짙은 저까지도 대체 왜 그런 건지 핑계 한마디 없이 오히려 나를 밀쳐버리고 죄책감도 없이 끝을 말했던 너가 뭐가 좋아 난 아직도 헤매는지 이 밤도 난 풀어 맺힌 감정을 풀어 미련의 끈을 풀어 But I've been thinking about you 시간이 지날수록 보이는 기분이 어느새 난 내게까지 네 목소리 길을 잃었다는 걸 담은 네 모습에
What's good? Yeah, 시작함 정해진 순서 없이 상대를 한꺼풀씩 뻗기시 불이 꺼지면 더 뜨거워지 제 여느 때보다 깊은 대화 중인 우리 이상 가까워지면 안돼 각자의 품에 낯선 향기가 돌아야 진짜 섹시한 관계 I will do you tonight private special duet stage 환상의 호흡을 자랑해줘 Show me what you got 내 마이크 잡았을 땐 vibration 너가 창해줘 이건 곤충채집으로 못 가는 잠자는 걸 알아도 Shall I come to pick you up 아님 주소 찍고 일로 와
오늘 밤도 난 풀어 내는 가시체 풀어 엉킨 끈을 또 풀어 No I'm not looking for love
His higher register is so nice.
갈 길을 잃어간 널 가는 뒷모습에 약간 나는 나란 problems 이게 날 어지럽게 해
All right. That was Dean Pour Up featuring Zico. If you're hanging out tonight, thanks for hanging. Is this man gonna miss at this point? I just need to know. You know what I mean? Like I need to know if I'm gonna I need to know because I don't want to keep saying I love all of these songs because genuinely I've enjoyed all of them so far. I this is so good. I think this one's probably that's gonna be tough. I don't want to say that this one's my favorite one yet because I've honestly enjoyed all of them, but um, I'm gonna say this is my placeholder for my favorite right now. I thought this was great. I think that continue to they continue to show off the vocals. Like I obviously I feel like again, if you're Gene, that's what you want to do, and that's the point. But I do feel like this one had just so much more nuance to it. I love the way that they produced this one as well. I think they were able to kind of highlight more stylization in Dean's vocals that I feel like maybe the other songs at that current time couldn't really offer. But I felt like the production on this was great. I also love a lot of the overdubs, like a lot of the divergent melody choices. I thought that was really great. I think that the chorus is super memorable. It's got a great hook to it. As well as that, I think the Zico feature was fantastic. I again love the song with Jenny spot that Zico does. We will probably wind up doing Zico at some point. I know we've kind of covered him here and there throughout like different streams, but I feel like he does deserve at some point. Um, he does deserve a deep dive at some point along with the Block B. I feel like that would be really incredible. So we'll have to add it to the proverbial list. But yeah, he's a great feature. I honestly thought, I don't know if this maybe precedes his like production style. Like I know he does produce. So I don't know. I would imagine this predates his producing creds, but I thought this was great. This is again kind of a combination of best of both worlds. I think the added rap section was great too. From Zico, I thought he's got such a great flow to him, and just really fit the style of the song super well. So yeah, this is a 10 out of 10 for me. Not unsurprising to probably most of chat. So Dang says, I tell you, Zico deserves his own deep dive. We will be doing Block B and Zico hopefully soon. Jazz says he doesn't miss, but he does tend to disappear after dropping a banger. Oh, well, I feel like I feel like he's got to play it smart, right? I appreciate the fact that like you give him a good song and then you just leave him wanting more. I think that's the true test of a good artist. If you're always going to leave him wanting more, you know what I mean? There's always going to be a need for Dean. So I appreciate that. I mean, obviously as a listener, if Dean released a song tomorrow, I would be stoked. But I understand both sides of the fence, certainly. So, but yeah, shout outs to Dean, shout outs to Zico, and shout outs to Pour Up. The next one is going to be What to Do, and this one features Crush and Jeff Burnett. So very nice. Let's get into it. His says that Zico killing voice is still crazy to this day. Ooh, we'll have to check that out when we do Zico, but let's get into it. Listen, if Dean releases a song tomorrow, I'm playing the lottery. And then all of y'all should play the lottery. It seems like over to us. 잦은 다툼 속 의미 없는 상처 남기고 전부를 되돌리기엔 너무 늦은 듯해. 전부를 쏟아도 결국엔 채워지지 않을 너처럼. Thanks for joining, Gongi. I do like everything Dean so far. Unsurprisingly. Yo, instrumentation is cooking on this song. Oh, I love the panning on that. That's awesome. All right, this was Dean's What to Do featuring Crush and Jeff Burnett. Very nice. Thanks for hanging. Um, I just want to say this. If I was Dean, I am mad that I make it so effortless. And two, I would be fucking singing all the time. If I had a voice like that, holy shit, I'd be going ham. Um, I I thought this was awesome. Again, I'm Dean Stan right here. I think he's got um such a fantastic tone, especially in this song. But I also got to give a shout outs to the instrumentation of this song. Man, this was like an absolute treat. There is some fantastic piano cordage and voicings in this song that I really loved. Their bass player was absolutely smashing this song. Great riffing. I think it not only played well within the melody choice, but also I feel like there was enough like tug and pull within the bass line that feels very akin to that of jazz and R&B, and I know jazz and R&B are kind of closely assimilated together. But their bass player on this song was absolutely great. Um, I don't know, and chat can correct me if I'm wrong on this or not. I don't know if either Crush or Jeffrey Burnett were doing the bridge, but I want to say that that is the case because I know at least one of them was. Because the vocal styling felt very different from that of Dean at this point. So I think the combination between all three of them was really great. But man, this just feels like a complete package. Like I again, I love the fact that a lot of the times these songs are very collaborative and like he has like really great features that I feel like not only I think benefit the song, of course, but also at the same point, I think it also benefits him as well. Like, I think he picks such great features to have on that really amplify his skill and then obviously amplify the skills of the person that he has on to feature. And I think that's what you really want. You want to be able to have that kind of coalition of people where you're like, okay, I have this incredible talent that I am trying to share. I want to be able to push the other person that I'm having on as a feature in that same way. And I think that it feels very apparent, at least to myself, and I don't know if it maybe feels as apparent to chat or people in the comments, but I just really appreciate that a lot because I think it shows a lot in the way that the songs are stylized, and I think I am enamored by it. I think there's just something really cool about the perspective on the song. But yeah, probably my favorite instrumentation thus far. I love a good kind of like again soft ish kind of R&B feel song, and this feels very very homey. So I love this. This was very comforting. It felt a little serene too at some parts as well too. So great track. Which should be as to no surprise to anybody else. But and it does look like chat was talking about when his last album was, which it looks like to be 2016. So that is quite a hefty time ago. But hopefully he has an album coming out soon. Callus says, mad at my own skill. I was gonna say I would be I would be frustrated. I would be frustrated. You know what I mean? But frustrated probably in a good way though. But very nice. This next one is Bonnie and Clyde by Dean. Let's get into it.
We're sorry. Your call cannot be completed as dialed. Please check the number and dial again.
I know, 아직까지 깼니 오늘 너의 하루는 어땠니 아무 일도 없긴 뭐가 없어 가끔은 외면하려 해도 꽤 쉽지만은 나는 게 있어 I know no 다 안다고 내 앞에서 아닌 척해도 Body cry 오늘 Who cares who cares 친구 사이 alright Who cares who cares 빨리 나 Who cares who cares Do we die 너와 나의 마지막일지라도 악셀을 밟아 걱정이 못하게 누구도 날 못 알아보게 아예 소도체대로 올린 채로 Rolling Stones의 노래를 play 받았던 노래 들어봐도 이미 너의 마음속에 거듭겨운 울음소리를 어떤 노래도 못 막아 안아줄게 널 세상의 어떤 마음에 전부 둥거리더라도 내게 기대도 돼
That was clean.
친구 이상은 아닌 걸 알지만 Body cry 오늘 Who cares 친구 사이 alright Who cares 도망가 너는 Who cares Do we die 너와 나의 마지막일지라도 그럴지라도 나도 So would you remember me? No, I'm just Alright 틀린 선택일지라도 Alright 결국 후회할지라도 Baby 날 흘린 그 너에게로 baby
The dynamics are crazy in the song too.
Right now where you at right now where am I right now girl I want you to know baby I want you to know how much
Interesting.
how much I need you I want you to know baby I want you to know how much I love you how much I need you I want you to know how much I love you how much I need you yeah I want you to know how much I need you
All right. That was Bonnie and Clyde by Dean. If you're hanging out, very interesting. I think I know. I think I've unlocked why I think I like Dean a lot in terms of his musicality. So, I think for me, Dean kind of reminds me very similarly to I had like this big and still do to some degree every once in a while, but I had this really big kick where I would listen to a ton of like old like Black Bear music, and Black Bear kind of is like I guess he's like he is kind of in that R&B like pop sort of space. And his music was, I would argue, pretty similarly to that of Dean. And so I feel like for me, it's like I think that I kind of associate a lot of Dean's music to that of Blackbear, where I'm like, oh, this feels very like nostalgic, but I have never heard it before. And I think I would attribute a lot of that from my love of Blackbear and getting into like R&B pop style vocals from that perspective. So I think that's probably why I enjoyed Dean a lot, and now getting more so into like K R&B as well. I think makes the perspective a little bit more broad. Um, but I thought this one was really solid. I think the production style was really clean. I like the way the 808s kind of fit in the song. It feels very like overarching, but in a really nice dynamic way. So I thought that was really cool. I thought vocally there were some really great harmony choices that Jazz pointed out in chat. I would absolutely agree with that. I was really surprised at the ending. The ending was probably like the most unique part of the song. Like it kind of takes a complete left hand turn, which I think is nice. Like all the songs I feel like thus far have kind of kept to like a little bit more of a similar pathway. Like you kind of know what to expect in these types of songs, but I felt like with Bonnie and Clyde, I was like pretty much that way up until we got to the end of the song, and I was like, wow, he really changed it up and like went in a completely different direction. So, and then I did feel like it kind of did end a little abruptly, which I don't know if again, I'd imagine it was just a single, but if it was a part of like a larger release, it made me think like, is this connected with another song, or like that was kind of like where my brain went. But yeah, overall, I thought that was really solid. Is it my favorite Dean song that I've listened to tonight? Most likely not, but I still feel like it is pretty all around a great track, and I think it again speaks to how strong his discography is, if anything else. So very nice, very nice. We shall keep it moving. We are in Dean's song G Half Moon featuring Geico. So very nice. I've heard of Geico before. I know he's done some collabs with. I think he did one recently that I can remember. I think he did it with Junie not too long ago. So and I love Junie. Shouts to Junie. But this is very cool. So let's check it out.
별다를 것 없이 똑같은 공기 똑같은 침대서 보이는 천장까지 왜 별 이유 없이 공허한 건지 그저 몇 시간째 멍만 때리는 게 처음엔 배가 고픈가 했었는데 no way no way no way 칸에 새 앨범을 들었다 뻔해 TV를 틀어놓으셔 채널만 돌려보네 But babe 별 의미 없네 yeah. 다 너의 반의 반도 채워주질 못하네 채워지지가 않네 yeah. 다 너의 반의 반이라도 내게 남았더라면 이렇게 붙어있진 않을 텐데 너 없는 밤도 다른 또 다른데 보이지 않아 네 생각에 가려진 채 맘이 개운 채로 간단히 서니까 너 하나 없다고 내가 이럴 리가 없는데 자꾸 그대로 또 내가 기대 네가 있던 자리 그 자리 위 밤하늘까지
Ooh, that 808 push.
저 반짝자리 다리 딱 지금 나의 모습 같지 다 너의 반의 반도 채워주질 못하네 채워지
이미 저 달에 한입 삼키면 둘이 만들었던 세계도 더 작아질 텐데 그리움만 꽉 차겠지 지루한 하루들을 보낸 후 보름 따 하늘에 뜰 때쯤에 yeah. 우린 하나라고 떠들고 다닐 때만 해도 너는 너고 나는 나라는 게 이렇게도 명확해질지 몰랐어 서로 생각할 시간 초과된 기부터 지나면 서로 돌아오라고 또 못해 난 지금 돈키호테처럼 정처 없이 네 사랑을 꿈꾸네 난 내 눈만 봐도 텅 빈 이 밤을 다 채울 텐데
All right. This was Dean's D Half Moon featuring Gecko. If you're hanging out, thanks for hanging. Oh man, we're back on the train. We're back on the Dean train. We love to see it. Oh, this is so good. I thought this was the perfect like. This is what this is like what I feel like he just does well. You know what I mean? Like there's just something special that I don't think that can be replicated. You know what I mean? Like he's got such a distinct voice that I'm always purely impressed by like his melody choices. I think he almost always picks like a very interesting like melodic choice in these songs, and I think it just always fits so well. So I'm always damn near impressed with what he does. But I feel like this song, there's something a little different that I noticed about it that I've maybe felt like other songs that he's done thus far, he hasn't done previously. And that was, there's like a little bit of like rasp in the like second half or like post chorus section. Like he's got like a little bit of like nuance to his vocals that I again hope he highlights a little bit more as we go further on. But there was just something like really like raw about that sort of sound that I was like, damn, this is so good. Like I definitely appreciate it, and it made you feel like he was like telling a story, like he was committed to, you know, playing that, you know, that extra persona in the song. And so I really love that, and I think it adds not only I think a level of dynamic of it, but I also feel like as well, I think it adds a lot of emotional texture to the song. So I really love that. On top of that, Geico sounded incredible. It looks like he is a one half of the duo, one half of dynamic duo. Excuse me, I cannot speak tonight. And I've again heard him in other songs as features. I always almost genuinely love his features. I think he's got such a cool like rap tone. Dynamic duo would be cool to delve into at some point, obviously as well. But it's cool to see like that perspective and like the juxtaposition of the two, because I think he even matches like the cadence of the song super well too, and like the way that he phrases some of the like the lyricism as well. I feel like really hits on those notes just a little bit more. So I genuinely am I'm genuinely stoked about it. So this one again is for sure up there. I think this might be the placeholder for you know what, I'll tie it out because I really loved really love What to Do. So I feel like this one and What to Do are probably my two favorites right now. And they could either move up or down the ladder at this point. Kaylee says, okay, who covered this and why would I know it outside of Dean? Because I definitely heard it somewhere else, but IDK where? It looks like Dan from the Kingdom covered it. Very nice. Shout outs to Dan. My bias in the Kingdom, I believe. So not surprised. Very talented. I agree, Sarah. And then Biscuit says, I think one of the members of Stray Kids, Han, might have done it. So Um, that also shout outs to Han. Jazz says many people, but the one that comes to mind for me is Mashio and Sung Hun from Treasure Box. Okay, very interesting. We'll have to check those out once we get into those sets. And then Dang says dynamic duo have a great tiny desk. Ooh, okay, I'll check that out in the foreseeable future. But we shall keep it moving. The next one looks like is Come Over featuring Yaren Bake. So let's get into it. Interesting.
이런 야심한 밤 그런 걱정을 왜 해? 물어볼 뿐이야. 어허허 anyway, yeah. TV 드라마
JD, we waited to do Woods.
다리 너무 밝아서
I did that for you.
I just wanna
And Chad.
talk about you and me, yeah. 밤하늘 위로 잠긴 목소리로 차가워진 폰을 밤새 달고 all night 빈말을 안 해도 훌쩍 지나 있는 시간 속에 올라타
Plus, I could
있어.
swoon over
Am I
Dean now.
crazy? Yeah, maybe. 뭘까 어딜까 너 기쁘진 않은데 자꾸만 눈이 가 나 못 살게 꾸는 게 밖은 어두워져 don't you wanna love 소리만 커져 거기 멈춰 no why 그쯤에서 하고 no why oh baby no 이 밤을 건너
Glad we could do it for you, JD. No problem.
Oh baby 달처럼 맘도 기우네 할 말은 떨어지고 그 사이를 비집고
I like her voice.
밤새 오늘을 기다렸는데 네 앞에만 서면 난 왜 이리 작아지는지 Oh
길거리
baby
위로 끝없이 사선이면 차가워진 손을 밤새 달고 oh no
어제처럼 그제처럼 집에 돌아가게 I'm so crazy Yeah baby
뭘까 어딜까 너 기쁘진 않은데 자꾸만 눈이 가 나 못 살게 꾸는 게 밖은 어두워져 don't you wanna love 커져 baby 너와 나 사이에 결론이 없는데 날 보면 이렇게 정리할 것 같은 게
오늘 도와줘 Oh let me into your heart
Great harmony.
네가 내 쪽으로
What should I do baby
also really love this music video. It was incredibly well shot, even though it was like animation. But all right, very cool. This was Dean's "Come Over" featuring Yaren Bake. If you're hanging out, um, this was also great. I feel like I genuinely feel like a broken record, and I probably will be continuing to say this for like the next 10 songs. But um, I thought this was awesome. I don't. If chat wants to let me know if Yaren Bake is another soloist or if she's a part of a group like a K-pop group or something, um, she's fantastic. I really do feel like she's got such a I was gonna say JD took the words right out of my mouth. She has a gorgeous voice, and I think paired with Dean, I think was just over the moon at least for me. I love. I love a good harmony choice, and I feel like they did a great job of like filling in filling in the gaps that I feel like Dean has. Like Dean has a good like mid-range. He's also got like good high tones and falsetto tones, but I do feel like she has such a she's got such a good high tone that I think it is very complementary to his like mid-range and lowerish tone. But yeah, this was actually so sick. I was again surprised I haven't listened to this one before. Just because I think it was just so lighthearted. Like the instrumentation was so light and like, but their voices carried this song so much, and so I think they're very complimentary. I hope that at some point they do another collab together because I would absolutely love to see it. Or if Dean went over, it looks like she is a part of the band, the Volunteers. I think that would be really cool if Dean did more of a band type song. So don't know if that collab would be on the horizon anytime soon. I'm not a psychic, but listen, Dean, if you want to take a cue from me, that'd be kind of sick. But yeah, this is great. This is another really fantastic song. I think to me, I feel like maybe in the zeitgeist of Dean songs, I would imagine this one might get a little bit overlooked, but I think there is like, again, a subtlety in this song that I really love. So shout outs to Yaren Bake. And shout out to Dean. This is a fantastic song. JD says, yes, she's a soloist, but also has a band. Biscuit says you've heard her in The Volunteers, lead singer and soloist too. And then JD says, saw The Volunteers live last year. They also dropped a single yesterday, actually. Very nice. Shout outs to them. I do remember that name. That's why I was like, have I heard her before? But it's so hard to remember shit now. So I try my best. But Kaylee says she was also in the duo from like 2012 to 2015, I think, called 15 and. Okay. It was only one song. Yeah. I do remember this though. I do remember the band I do remember the name The Volunteers. I remember her name. I just like couldn't put the two together for whatever reason, which is fine. But very nice. Shout out to Aaron Bake again. Go check out The Volunteers if you have not. But we shall keep it moving. We have the next one from Dean, which is Love, and this one features Sid. So check it out.
Something I need in my life.
Sid must be starting it.
Told you I loved you. You told me you might. Tell me why from, babe. Say you wanna take it slow. When you're ready, let me know. I know somewhere we can go to unwind. Leave your troubles in the past and give love another chance. You got questions, I got answers tonight. I got intentions, baby, but I'm getting restless, babe. I need your blessing, baby. I love you if you let me, baby.
Ooh, they harmonized in that chorus. Ooh.
Yeah, got a lot of emotion. It's a roller coaster, but I like it. Should I wait in line? Should I close my eyes or should I ride it out? Don't know where we're going. Let's live in the moment. Something about you I'm so into. Say you wanna take it slow. When you're ready, let me know. I got somewhere we can go to unwind. Yeah, I've been patient, I've been true. I've been playing by the rules. Tell your friends I got you alright. Hey, I got intentions, baby, but I'm getting restless, babe. I need your blessing, baby. I'll fuck you if you let me, baby. Yeah.
What a line.
You wonder
Ooh.
where is the love?
Love the chord for guitar chords.
Looking for feelings of love.
Nice.
Control whether it's right or wrong. If it's meant to be, we will know. Ooh,
I got intentions, baby.
I got intentions, baby.
I'm getting restless, baby.
Ooh,
I need your blessing, baby.
blessing, yeah.
Love you if you let me, baby.
It's all about the things you do that makes me
What?
wanna turn to you. It's all about the dreams you grew that gives my life another view. It's all about the things you do that makes me wanna turn to you. It's all about the dreams
This
you
is trippy.
grew that gives my life another view.
The dissonance is very odd. I like it. All right, cool. Well, this was Dean's featuring Sid, and I wanted to preface. I'm looking up Sid. I don't know if this is okay. Um, let's see here. I wanted to see what was. Let's see. Is it okay? I just want to make sure. Oh, so she's formerly a member of Odd Future. She is a member of the internet. Very interesting. Okay. Okay, formerly known as Sid the Kid. Very nice. I did not know that. I am unfamiliar with her game certainly, but Sid was in Odd Future with Tyler the Creator. I am familiar with Tyler the Creator and Odd Future, so did not know that. So that also came to a shock to me as well. I saw JD point that out in chat, but this was cool. Very Dean related up until you get to that last section of the song. I don't even know whether to call it like a bridge or like an ending. I guess it would be maybe like post, I don't know, like post chorus or something, but I thought this was very cool. Do you know Steve Lacy? He's also in it. I do know Steve Lacy. That's cool. That is a really I'm getting a full circle moment right here, but I thought this was incredible. Like I genuinely was like, ooh, like this definitely fits my vibe of, again, that really jazzy, like riffy, sort of stuff that I love. So I think this fits very well into the wheelhouse, certainly. Sid sounded fantastic. I think that their vocals were really interesting, and obviously contrasted well with Dean. Super, super well. Like, I think the contrast is super high, but like, just because their vocals are so different, I think it is very complimentary. As well as that, for whatever reason, it was kind of giving me the I'm gonna probably be a little bit specific, but it kind of reminds me a lot of some of the musicality off of Childish Gambino's Kawhi, just like the way that he like did the production for that release, it kind of evokes the same feelings that I get about this song specifically, which is great. I think that's a huge compliment. I'm a huge Childish Gambino fan. I believe I have all of his records up until like the newer two. I still have to get those on vinyl, so I'll have to be on the lookout. But I love Childish Gambino. I think he's a fantastic artist. And I felt like this song very kind of gives me a little bit of a Childish Gambino vibe, especially like more of his artistic-y sort of more indie-ish style stuff. I think this one plays a little bit more into that like indie R&B sort of vibe. So definitely about it. But yeah, I thought this was an incredible release. I think to me, like comparatively to some of the other like more hard hitting like Dean songs, I and I'm using a loose term of hard hitting, but I feel like this one is definitely a little bit more subtle. There's a little bit more nuance to it, and so I appreciate that. I appreciate the subtleties of the song. I think it works out well. And again, fantastic vocals. If you have been missing out on me preach the choir about Dean, I'll continue to do it for like 8 more songs. So very cool. Shout out to Sid as well. Did not know that was the same Sid from Odd Future. So that's quite the revelation tonight. I love to see it. But we're going to keep it moving. We are on to Instagram finally. So I'll probably breeze through this one, but let's check it out nonetheless.
내일이 올 거라는데 난 핸드폰을 놓지 못해 잠은 올 생각이 없대 yeah. 다시 인스타그램 하네 잘난 사람 많고 많지 누군 어딜 놀러 갔다지 좋아요는 안 눌렀어 나만 이런 것 같아서 저기 인스타그램 속에 문제야 문제 온 세상
I have not, JD. Instagram was the only one I saw before streaming tonight.
와닿지 못할 나의 맘속에 생각이 너무 많네 복잡해 틈만 나면 바뀌는 게 관둘래 이놈의 정보화 시대 단단히 잘못됐어 요즘은 아는 게 더 괴로운 것 같은데 가면 갈수록 너무 어려워 나만 이런 건지 그런 말고 뭐 영화 말고 뭐 나도 결국 동네 내 맘엔 구멍이 있어 그건 뭘로도 못 채우는 것 yeah. 난 지금 가라앉는 중인 걸 내 못난 바다 속에서 문제야 문제 온 세상 속에 똑같은 사람들에게 와닿지 못해 나의 맘속에 생각이 너무 많네
This is still so good as the first time I listened to it.
시간
No, Santa, thank you. Appreciate it. I'll have to spin Tiffany in your honor. This MV is trippy. Forgot how insane it was.
Even when I'm with my love people, I feel like I'm Robinson Crusoe. Yeah, that's what I feel.
그래 너는 요즘 어때? 잠 못 자는 건 여전해. 자른 단발이 참 예쁘던데 좋아요는 안 눌렀어. 조금 묶인 것 같아서.
Oh no, dang. Good night. See you hopefully Saturday. Best of luck. Have a good night's sleep. Thanks for sticking it out. This one was cool. Like I said, going back and listening to this one was great. I again always stoked to get into songs that I'm familiar with or got me into it. I don't know who pitched this to me. I know, if my memory serves me correct, I do remember this was on a Chaos stream at some point. But I thought this was great. Coming back and listening to it all over again was really fantastic. I think his vocals are just, again, that's what kind of got me back. I think Dean was, weirdly enough, I think was the artist that really kind of got me back into or finding out more about K-R&B. So I do have to attribute a lot of my love for K-R&B as of more currently to him, because I was like, damn, like there's a lot of really great talent in that space that I'm not as familiar with. And I do remember going through like Spotify and like finding other artists. I know I like found out about Junie, and then I found out about like Soul. Like there's so many fantastic K-R&B artists that I could probably have a whole stream where I could list them off, but yeah, there's a lot of great talent out there, and I was only really familiarized with like K-pop, and there's just so much cool K-R&B artists that I hope to get into at some point. Same with K-hip hop as well. There's some really incredible talent there too. But this song's great. I still keep the same sentiments that I had about it when I first listened to it. I love that guitar riff. I think like his haunting tones are just something that I think really stand out in this song. Like the way that he has like so much control over his vocals, and like the way that he like bends his vocals is so cool. I think it is well highlighted in a song like this. So if this is one of your favorites, you have great taste. So love to see it. Kala says this one's so nice, one of my favorites, I think. Very nice, very nice. We shall keep it moving. Kaylee says, chat's dwindling. Well, hopefully y'all will hang out. I know some of y'all aren't on the European side, so it would make sense. But let's keep it moving. The next one we have is Dayfly, so let's give it a spin. I'm lurking. That's all right, Sarah. Same Kala. We love to see it, Sarah.
낯선 향이 베인 옷을 던져두고 어제 기억을 씻어내려 봐도 반복돼 날 잊은 채로 새빨간 핑계 뒤에 숨어 몇 번을 되묻고 되물어봐도 내가 나쁜 건지 아니면 내가 아픈 건지 밤거리를 배회하면서 하룻밤을 기대하는 넌 어떤 마음으로 내 앞에 있는지 그냥 다 말해줄 순 없겠니 네 맘도 다를 것 없다고 모두 다 똑같아 이맘때쯤엔 당연한 건 없어 모든 인연은 우연이라 해도 나만 다칠 거 바라는 건 없어 오늘 이후로 하루 만에 우린 이별한 거야
자연스레 떠진 눈에 담긴 넌 누군가 말하지 않아도 돼 더 중요한 건 우린 이렇게 살아있네
자연스레 떠진 눈에 담긴 넌 누군가요 말하지 않아도 돼 더 중요한 건 우린 이렇게 살고 있네
Great little acoustic guitar riff.
실을 직면하기엔 난 약해 일만해보지만 그게 잘 안돼 끝없이 반복되는 하루 앞에 난 죽어있었던 거에 가깝게 진실이라는 건 아프기만 해 달콤한 거짓이 내 살이 닿을 때 그렇게 다시 하루를 살아갈게 이름 모를 그 밤을 잠궈둔 채 그 밤을 잠궈둔 채 그 밤을 잠그는 채
Interesting. All those like reverse like vocals. Huh. So interesting. All right. This was Dean and the song Dayfly featuring Rad Museum, and I don't know if the other artist is Suli. I know JD put it in chat, but I'm not entirely sure. So let me take a look. It is Suli. Okay. Very cool. Thank you JD. This was cool. Again, very jazzy, very R&B-esque, which again, as I mentioned before, so interweaved. I thought this was cool. I think Grab Museum I hadn't any familiarity with prior to this. Same with Suli, to my knowledge. But both of them sounded great. I think that they also again were very complimentary to Dean. But Sully, okay. Thank you, JD. I thought both of their vocals were really nice. I would love to check out their both individual work in my own time. But I did like it. I do appreciate like the more subtle nature of some of Dean's stuff in the more current variety. He's still got such a smoothness to his vocals, and again, I'm probably running out of words to say about Dean at this point, just because again I pretty much have said it all at the beginning, but But this is great. This is another really fantastic song um, that I'm pretty impressed by. JD says this song had been recorded, but he hadn't released it until after she had passed away. Sadly, oh my god, that is really sad. But shout out to Sully. She was fantastic, and hopefully we can get into um, her music at some point in the foreseeable future. Um, FX, okay, wow, okay, all right. Well, we will keep it moving. This one is Howlin' 404. So let's give it a listen.
If you're frightened easily, turn off your radio now.
Rain is falling on bad timing. Ooh, ooh. No, it's nothing, just knocking. Ooh, ooh. I can't help it 'cause it's overhead. I can't help but say it's over. So screwed up. Yeah, it's true, true, I'm talking to Lou. Might sound stranger, though it's true, too, it's all in the system. Tell me why'd you look at me, baby? Yeah, it's true, true, I'm talking to Lou. Losing control, I can't get over. In the void, I can't be sober. You're killing me softly. Ooh, you're killing me softly.
It does look like a visualizer color.
Promises, and I know this is what you put me through. I'm welcome guest, brings me back to years again with no words. So screwed up.
The way he switches from head to falsetto tones, so good. I like that distortion on his vocals. Oh. All right. This was Dean and the song Howlin' 404. If you're hanging out, thanks for hanging. Appreciate y'all. This one was sick. I really like this one a lot. And this, I would argue, I think feels very different from the Dean songs that we've heard thus far. I think this was cool. I think this one messes with the dynamics in such a really cool way as well too. I love the fact that like some of the softer parts are basically just acoustic guitar and then his vocals, and then you get this really insane like beat, like first of all insane beat, but then also having like these 808 punches, and the way that this synth just kind of adds this sort of like anthemic sort of like push to the song that I really appreciate. And so like the dynamics of the song is just like this constant like battle between like something like really soft and something like really aggressive. So I love the combination of that. I think this song, at least thus far, has been the most dynamically interesting for me. So I really love that. I also like the way that they stylize his vocals. Like there aren't like they gave him a little bit of auto tune. They gave him some distortion to his vocals. I also like the way that he was doing some of those like head voice to like falsetto tones. I thought that was really cool. This seems like one of those songs. Like I said, I'd imagine Dean has performed live, but I don't know if he's performed this one. And I feel like this one would go absolutely fucking hard live. Like the 808s in this song go crazy. So I feel like if he was to perform, if he did not perform this song in his playlist or set list, I would be very fucking surprised, because this one would be so cool. But yeah, I enjoyed this one a lot. I think dynamically this was just so intriguing. So I'll definitely be coming back to this one for sure. Very, very sick. Jazz says this is my fave. JD says another banger. Callus says the beat is so good. And then JD said, is it me or does the dog get faster when the bee picked up? LOL. I don't know. Maybe it did. It could have just been my computer as well, potentially. But and then Jazz says that lost and desire part hits the right spot in my brain. I was gonna say that as well. I do like his cadence in this song specifically. I think he's got a really great enunciation. So great, great song. This one's definitely up there for me. I like this one a lot. So very cool. This one is another one that has to do with howling, apparently. And this one is sometimes I hear howling in my head. So let's go. Also, this MV seems insane already. Oh, it's an acoustic version? Okay. That's what I thought. I was like, these lyrics sound super familiar. Thank you, JD. If I heard this in a fucking parking garage, I would stand still and listen to this whole shit. It would have stopped me right in my tracks.
That was cool.
What the is this what I saw earlier? Is Dean gonna kill me? I need to know. Is he like a robot or like is he, you know, like is he gonna murder me or something? I just need to know. Jez says I would turn into a pirate getting called by the side. I was gonna say, holy shit. Wow. Okay, listen. I'm gonna pitch this. I'm gonna pitch this because we've already technically talked about this song. And we did the Jackson Wang music video. Now, I think it would be kind of crazy if like Dean did a song with Jackson Wang as well as DPR Ian in like this like alt like R&B style sound. I think that'd be kind of crazy. That would be my pitch for this, you know, for this like dark pop, dark like K R&B feel. Ooh, that'd be cool. That's all I'm saying. That would be kind of wild. Triple collab. All right. Listen, I'm yeah, I should be getting a phone call any minute. No, okay. Very cool. This is cool. This is a cool acoustic rendition. I also think it was also really interesting to hear his vocals more in a naturalistic state. I think I did like Howlin' 404, but I feel like this one may have been a little bit better just because of the naturalness of his vocals. They were so good. So great acoustic version, but we will keep it moving. It looks like the next one we have is Dean, another feature from Rad Museum and Mokyo. So this one's Breathe. Let's check it out.
Melody, I can sing, I can think, so I can breathe. 이 노래 속에 흐린 마음이 게일 멜로디. Happiness, happiness, I have this. Can you see?
Sounds like a good problem to have, Jazz.
We don't have to be ahead. Great happiness is coming. Don't you say it's coming. I'm drowning in the dark. 천천히 날 적시는 기억이. shit.
Very cool. All right, this was Dean, Rad Museum, and Monkyo in the song "Breathe." If you're hanging out, this was cool. I think thus far, like Dean has kind of impressed me in the way that you would imagine him to obviously follow a very unique path in terms of like keeping similar to like the arm, like what he's good at in terms of R&B greatness. And I think you can definitely hear that obviously in his earlier material, but like I appreciate the fact that there's so much more diversity in the way that he kind of goes about putting some of these songs together. Like I feel like with more of the current stuff that he's put out, it's become more interesting in terms of like dynamics and artistry. And that's not to detract from his singing. I think he's obviously got still a fantastic set of vocals. But I feel like a lot of it has to do with more so like the ambiance of the song versus like him going and just kind of like vocally riffing. And so I appreciate that. There is beauty in the way that there is beauty in the way that he kind of approaches it vocally, but I also feel like now there is a beauty in the way that the song is produced and like has a sort of like floaty, like almost like you're swimming in water type feel to it. And so I really like that, and I think it adds to the like really unique texture of the track. And I thought it was very dynamic. So I think if I was to kind of put Dean in a box, like not even in a box, but just like if I was to kind of categorize Dean, I feel like there's the earlier year stuff where he's doing like the R&B style type stuff, and now it's kind of like how can I make things more dynamically interesting, or how can I make it feel more ethereal, or how can I add different elementation to the song to kind of make it branch out from the atypical. So I thought this was really interesting. I definitely want to go back and listen to this one because I don't know if I would have gotten all of it in first go around, but it was very unique. I loved a lot of the synth textures in the song. I thought it was really nice. And both Rad Museum and Mokyo did great additions in adding on to the song. I think they were both very unique in their approach as well too, which I think ultimately again adds to the overall flavor of the song itself. So very interesting, very cool, and definitely appreciate this one a lot. So we're gonna keep it moving. The next one we have is the 3am freestyle, which it looks like it's Tabor, Dean, and Kim Shima. So let's check it out. Again, if I butchered it, I'm sorry.
If I have a chance to rewind, 이런 생각들의 휩싸인 나는 춤을 추는 with a smile. 이 삶은 꽤나 비싸. It feels like I have no friends, no fam, nowhere to meet here. Yeah. Feels like I have no friends, no fam, no enemies. Hold it, TG, him is no reason. I go different, he gave me the mission. Murder will be just you gotta reach out, I'm crazy. I'm only chasing my dreams in his vision. Ring, 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 move your business. It make it fake as imitation. Keep making me, you better finish it. 너무 시시한 beauty, 제 revengeism.
I'm banging, I'm heated. I feel it, I'm heated. My body be spinning. I'm getting nauseous now. I'm banging, I'm heated. I feel it, I'm heated. My body be spinning. I'm getting nauseous now.
When I get stressed, I get faded. When I get stressed, I get faded. When I get stressed, I get faded.
I'm getting nauseous now. I think too can I ever let it? How can I just go with the flow? 하늘라 해도 안 나버리는 티 주저해 난 한없이 Oh no nobody like me 심장은 밖으로 뛰 난 숨가피 움직여 부딪혀 sparkling heat Ooh, shine like a diamond Push it down a little harder It's harder Yeah Ooh, I'm banging, I'm heating I feel it, I'm heating Push it down a little harder My body, it's beating It's harder Yeah I'm banging, I'm heating I feel it, I'm heating My body, it's beating I'm getting nauseous, no
Too many phonies, I'm like I can't even count them. Too many phonies, I'm like I'll never be a part of this. Too many phonies, I'm like hey. Too many phonies, I'm like phonies on phonies on phonies. 너희와 엮일라면 그건 no deal. Got yourself a gram car, we got automobiles. Wow. They be racing ponies fam. 쟤는 겨우 1위. Wow. 날 사고는 minimum. 개수는 항상 1위야. 줄 세운 내 말아 they be murking me since day one. 난 계속 뒷걸음질 치다 못해 이젠 배영. Stacking all this paper, I ain't talking about the money though. Wow. 소송 서류를 구비해 got a lot of enemies fam. Keep the crew tight, let a few go, I'll be there. 지켜온 내 것은 결국 싫다, let it be fam. 더 이상 남을 위한 것은 무용이야. Hustle for the wrong reasons, hunting season, clean slate. Bah.
All right, very cool. This was 3 a.m. freestyle featuring Tabor, Dean, and Kim Ima. Hopefully I pronounced that correct, but this was cool. I definitely like this one a lot. I think Tabor I'll definitely have to give a listen to because I liked his section of the song. No offense to Dean. Dean was also incredible too. But Tabor just has a like a unique like low end tone that I think is very, again, complimentary to Dean. I feel like you could probably have a counter of how many times I've said complimentary throughout the entirety of Dean's deep dive. But I think it's really cool. And I think he does a great job, again, of having people that I think really mesh with his sound or what he's looking for and is able to kind of course correct in that way. But I love the subtleties, like just the ease of how Dean sings. Like I said, he's got such a like a fluid tone, and I feel like a song like this does a really great job of like highlighting not only I think the dynamics of his voice, but also as well as that like obviously his great like tone and cadence. I thought this was really great. Kin's verse was also really sick too. Like he's got a really like punchy, like bright sort of rap tone. So I thought it was a cool kind of contrast to both Dean and Tabor on this song. So this was really cool. I definitely would say it's like up there for sure. It's not like one of my favorites, but it's definitely like one of those songs I think just hits really well. And as a collective between all three of them, I think it does a great job. So Tabor says it was on the same tour as Rap Museum. Very nice. And then the Jazz said, let me tell you that he is one fine man. They also have another song together as well. So very nice. And JD says all of these cool kids. Yeah, exactly. Very nice. Very nice. All right. Well, we'll keep it moving. The next one we have is Die For You. So check it out.
I don't wanna go till everything comes crashing down. You're the one I want when everything comes crashing down. 그냥 왠지 난 너가 돌아올
I like how it says singing in Korean.
I don't wanna go till everything comes crashing down. You're the one I want when everything comes crashing down. 날 안아줬던 그날처럼 오늘도 비가 오고 있어. Could you kill me once again? Cause I know I'll be loving you, I'll be loving you, I'm still loving you, baby you know I go for you. 네가 떠오르면 나는 미쳐 사실 아직 안 믿겨 잊었을지도
Key
모르지만
change?
let you know 어떤 멜로디도 그 어떤 스토리도 내겐 내 잔상일 뿐인데 I know it is way too late I know it is way too crazy But if you give me one more chance Could you tell me once again 날 떠나갔던 그날부터 하루도 잊은 적 없어 난 Could you kill me once again Cause I know you know I'll be loving you I'll be loving you What's wrong Baby you know I'll die for you I will 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 die for you
All right. This was Dean's Die For You. If you're hanging out, thanks for hanging. Wow, this was cool. I feel like again, I'm not with some of these more like nuanced tracks. Like I would definitely be coming back and giving these all a thorough listen through again. But I really like this one a lot. I think there's a lot of fun dynamics go at play with this one. Not only I think from the instrumental side, but also vocally. I think Dean really has a unique way of like I don't want to say flying through a track, but he has a unique way of being able to float in a song. Like, and I mean that in the most wholesome way possible. I think that there is an incredible way that his vocals just kind of sit in a mix where you're just like, damn, he really stands out so strongly, right? And so I think that in a song like this where there's acoustic guitar, there is like obviously there's like some dimensions um that I really appreciate, and there's just again so much more like nuances to his vocals, but I love the fact that he just again has those parts where he presses on the gas and is able to kind of deliver vocally, but then is so capable of like pulling the reins in and sitting back more so in the song and allowing it to more so speak as a piece. And so I think that shows the level of restraint that he has in terms of his vocals. I also was very shocked that he included a key change like about maybe a third of the way through the song, if not maybe like a little bit, maybe like a quarter of the way through the song. I was very impressed. Like it like obviously I knew it was a key change, but I think it was like a really subtle key change, weirdly enough, and so I was a little turned over by that in a good way. So I thought this was really fun. This was definitely like again, if I was a Dean fan and this had come out, I'd probably be shitting my pants because it would have been crazy. And it looks like the consensus was made on that as well, both by JD and Jazz. So very nice. Kala also is caught off by the key change as well. And I did make a comment about the subtitle saying singing in Korean. I thought that was very ironic considering all of the other subtitles we've had before have had it translated. So irony at its finest. But regardless, we've got two more from Dean, and then we'll get into Woods. But we have Control next, featuring FKJ.
I gotta dance again. 아무렇게 yeah. 아니야 난 멀쩡해 오가냐도 그냥 머리채줘. I gotta call again. 다른 건 모르겠어. 이럴 땐 어떻게 또 삼켜버리며 잔이 straight. Okay, baby, okay, 넌 누나네. We'll say one glance, okay, I love your way. The way 우리가 처음 본 게 okay, baby. Just drive me crazy. Tonight I'll be out of control. I'm trying, but I'm out of control. I know. 어쩌면 스토리인가. Just turn it off. 내 머릿속 수많은 스토리 속에 널 붙잡고 헤매질 소리. Girl, ain't it funny? 아직 널 떠올리는 게 $500 for your fucking hair, $100 for your fucking hands. Better than the good, you'll be my last, but you can't, no. 해봤었지 아주 더럽게 나 몰래 꾸며온 your love affair. 아무렇지 않은 척을 쳐볼게. 난 너의 못해, 난 너의 못해. 누구도 이해 못해 난 이렇게. Tonight I'll be out of control. I try but you're out of control. I know. But you know the story.
Oh, nice.
네 취했다면 멀리 갔다면 진짜 가렸다면 난 But what's new? What's new? What's new?
All right, this was Dean's Control featuring FKJ. Very cool. I am not familiar with FKJ, so that's probably maybe on me. But I felt like this song was really cool. I like the beat of the song. I thought it was really fun, and I like how it switches up, especially towards the end of the song. I thought that like more boombastic sort of beat towards the end was really sick. As well as that, vocally, again, Dean is crushing it on this one as well. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think FKJ is like right smack dab in the middle of the song somewhere. I don't know if they're like a rapper or something, but it kind of sounded like that was their section, if I'm not mistaken. Chat can correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought this was great. Really fun. I like the 808 kind of like over filtered sort of sound that they have in this song. I thought it was really well put together in terms of what I know Dean is capable of doing. So I was not really surprised by that at all. But yeah, another vocally solid song. So we'd love to see it. JD says, if there's one thing this man loves, it's a visualizer. And then Cal followed that up saying cost effective king. I was gonna say music videos are expensive, so I'm not even surprised. But all right, very cool. Well, we're gonna move into the last one, which is Dean's Nats, again featuring FKJ. So let's get into it.
전혀 알 수가 없다. 전혀 할 수 없다. 아직도 난 이상 속에 현실을 보지 못해. 넌 빛에 닿으려 해. 과거는 어두웠기에 마저 넌 멀리 간 게 미래는 더 어두웠기에 어린 눈의 빛에 찬란히 빛나던 빛을 아직 넌 기억해. You've gone too far away. There is nothing else, 'cause the light is inside of your heart.
His falsetto tune's so clean. That must be FKJ. No? Maybe not.
Come back to us. Nothing too much. Heart is pumping again. Soul is buzzing again. I know. Find the thing
I don't think they're AI, JD. They're just, the faces are blurred. Oh, it is FKJ. Okay, cool. Thank you, Biscuit. And thank you, Jess. Wasn't sure. Okay. Very cool. All right. This was Dean's NASA featuring FKJ. I feel like Callum may have taken the words directly out of my mouth. They had said, I feel like a lot of his songs, Jake, just make you feel like you're floating. Great songs to disassociate to. I agree. I think he's got a unique ability to, and I think I had mentioned in the previous song, actually, just like the ability to be able to kind of sit so well in a song that you just sit over top of it. You know, there's just something really beautiful about the way that his vocals are stylized. And I think he just, as he has progressed, you know, in age, I think is really cool to see him, and obviously talent as well too. I don't want to discount that either, but I feel like he has become more attuned to what his vocals can do, and obviously what he would like to do going further. And if this is the vibes that I feel like he would encompass going further in his music, I'm definitely on board. I loved his I loved his melody choices. I think he always has a really great ear for choosing what I think works well for the song. But I'm constantly impressed by how well the musicality fits with his vocal style. And again, I definitely have to give a shout outs to Dean for and obviously the team he's working with as well too. They do a great job of knowing what to fit into these songs as well too. So really nice, really nice. And FKJ did a great job. I'd imagine more so with like the production and musicality of the song. They did fantastic. So very nice. Jazz says, now that we've gone through his discography, it's crazy how many of his songs still hold up after so long. I think to me, in the converse aspect of that, I think it's cool to see all of these songs back to back, like to see the journey of obviously his musicality and continued musicality. I think it's really impressive to see how well his music has stood over this time as well too. So I think in that perspective we can come to the same term of phrase, but I also think it's really impressive to just again continue to see him grow as an artist as well too. So JD says, I've tried pausing on some shots and they had like 3 fingers or something, but I could have been the angle. And this is interesting. Right, they sounded like they could have dropped today. His whole discography is great. So again, if this is any indication to go check out Dean, please go show him some love. He's incredible. But quick favorites. I'm gonna say D Half Moon. I'm gonna say What to Do, and I'll say Pour Up. I feel like those were my three favorites. I'll give an honorable mention to I'll give an honorable mention to Come Over. I enjoyed that one a lot. I think that one is really good. Though I will say Love by with featuring Sid was also great too. So those would be my favorites. Um, if you watch the Dean video. So very nice. We have waited patiently to check out Woods. I'm hoping to get through all of this if we can tonight. If we can, we're gonna do it real fast, but we're gonna do it well. So